What's going on, y'all? Devon Givens here from PHLY Sixers. And as we are here at the Sixers training facility getting ready for Tyrese Maxey's press conference and then the newly acquired Paul George, his press conference a little bit later, a little nugget dropped from Adrian Wojnarowski, a Woj bomb of Reggie Jackson negotiating a buyout with the Charlotte Hornets, and the 34-year-old then deciding to join the Philadelphia 76ers. So he will take up one of the three remaining spots that the 76ers have available to a player to come in here on the roster spot. And now you get a veteran with championship experience, some winning experience, a lot of playoff games under his belt, and not to mention some time spent in Los Angeles with Paul George. Very close relationship there with George in LA. Had a pretty good playoff run in 21 with the Clippers when Kawhi Leonard was out. He and Paul George, Reggie Jackson I'm speaking of, had a pretty good run as they went to the Western Conference Finals against the Phoenix Suns. This is just a player that comes in to ease the burden a little bit. When you have a young player like Jared McCain, you have Kyle Lowry, who may need a day off. Jared McCain may not be ready. Reggie Jackson, though, then comes in as a player, again, with so much experience, understanding that he can play both the one or the two. He can play both guard roles, and he's very valuable in the fact that he can also make some shots. He can, off those double teams from Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Paul George, that he's a guy that you know can make shots in some big spots. And when we also talk about the concerns of maybe having the smaller guards like Lowry and McCain on the floor with Tyrese Maxey, Reggie Jackson can play alongside Tyrese Maxey because of his bigger frame. So a very interesting one that I did not see coming. I don't know why I didn't look at it and say Charlotte stinks and they're going to start to buy out some of these players and make them available on the free agent market. But this is another big move, nice move, solid piece to add to the roster, add to the rotation with some veteran experience that continues to add to the offseason that Daryl Morey, Elton Brand, and the front office have had and done a pretty solid job of putting this roster construction together. So we'll talk more about this later on the PHLY Sixers podcast. Kyle Newbeck, Derek Bodner, myself, 3 p.m. right there, as always, PHLY Sixers on YouTube. We'll see you then.
We all silly like the mayor.